So Jeep's CEO Antonio Filosa is made an announcement. They are holding off to make the perfect Jeep. What do we mean by that? Jeep was supposed to have released the Wagoneer S at this point. This Wagoneer S will be Jeep's first attempt, first introduction, first stab at the all-electric platform. They've had the 4xe platform for a number of years, but Jeep has nothing full electric. You've got other manufacturers that have multiple vehicles that are full electric. You've got Chevy with the Bolt, which is coming back. You've got them with the Equinox. You've got them with the Silverado. You've got them with the Blazer. You've got Ford with the Mach-E. You get where I'm going. Jeep is one company that has nothing in full electric yet. They want to come into the market with the perfect vehicle. They want production, they want quality to be perfect. So they are risking, I guess you could say, postponing that initial launch to make sure that their vehicle is first perfect before it hits the rush of the market. I actually think this is a bold move. The Grand Wagoneer was a great launch. Having said that, it had a couple hurdles its first year. To be fair, it's kind of been a known thing. Some people say you never buy the first model year of a vehicle. I don't know, that used to be a thing of the past. I bought the first 4xe and loved it, bought another one. So it's just kind of up here in my head. Having said that, I truly agree with Jeep's plan. Let's make it perfect. This is their first entry into EV. Let's leave everyone with a great taste in their mouth. So the Wagoneer S, which again, I still think they kind of gave up on that name. That was like the project name when they were building the car, and then they were going to have the Jeep audience vote on a name, and they landed on Wagoneer S. My opinion, it is what it is. At any rate, the Wagoneer S, guys, this is the fastest Jeep ever produced. Back in 1998, we had the Jeep 5.9, fastest SUV in the world. Fast forward, we had the SRT8. Fast forward to that, we had the Trackhawk. This Wagoneer S is 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. Dual motors, 600 horsepower. This thing is gonna be a rocket. It's going to be the fastest Jeep ever built. Super cool. Combine that with some luxury. The launch edition, which I think we can all assume is going to be completely loaded, is going to be in the $70,000 range. I do believe as we move forward, you're going to be able to get more entry-level versions for cheaper. The other cool thing, or the thing we should mention, is the Wagoneer S does qualify for that $7,500 tax incentive. Did you know that the MSRP of the vehicle has to be under $80,000 in order to qualify? So there are EVs out there that are over that $80,000. You won't qualify for the $7,500 tax savings. So what else does Jeep have coming for us? There's a lot for 2025, and I think it's no secret they're trying to push the reset button. They are trying to pump some life back into the product, and I think they've got a great plan to do so. We've got the Jeep Recon, again, another full electric vehicle that's gonna hit the market, and this one's a little unique. I think this one's gonna stand out on its own island. This is kind of a sibling to the Wrangler. You're gonna be able to take the doors off. It's gonna get a little open air feel, a little bigger. Maybe this is someone who wants a Wrangler but needs something bigger and wants EV. We're gonna get some selection here. And the one thing that I've gotta give Stellantis is we're gonna have some options. We're gonna have hybrid, we're gonna have electric, and we're gonna have gas. So while a lot of these manufacturers are either solely going one way, full electric or full gas, one thing I think Stellantis has done very well is give us the hybrid platform. They've got the Ram Charger coming out, which is kind of a cool thing. If you're not quite sure that you want EV because there's that range anxiety, you're gonna basically get an EV platform truck, all electric motors. It's gonna drive like an EV, but there's a generator under the hood. So in the event that you do go out of that range, they call it the range extender, you're gonna have an engine under the hood, and it's gonna charge back to your battery system. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like 600-mile range between battery and gas. But You're never actually tethered to a charger if you don't want to be. But you could, in theory, drive the vehicle like a full EV and not use that range extender, but it's that safety blanket if you have range anxiety. So again, awesome platform. And I have a funny suspicion we're gonna see that platform in the Wrangler. I could be wrong, but I think come 2027, 2028, we're gonna start seeing that range extender platform move out to other things. Speaking of hybrids, we've got the 4xe Gladiator coming. Jeep, is it coming? You keep telling us it's coming and we're all waiting. It's gotta be coming. Or at this point, are we gonna move on and it's not coming and it's gonna be a range extender? Time will tell. We've got a 4xe Grand Wagoneer coming. There's a lot of great stuff that is coming. Now the one segment I think Jeep missed out on is the Cherokee segment. Entry level, cheap. If you look at, I use the word cheap loosely, inexpensive. If you look at Chevy, they've done a great job. They've got the Equinox, which they offer in gas and EV. And the Equinox is one of the most inexpensive ways to get into a full electric vehicle. They've also got the Trax. If you've looked at a Trax, you can get into a Trax for $25,000. I think they max out at $28,000 with heated seats, heated steering wheel, and all the gear for under 30 grand. It's a ton of car. Jeep is kind of missing out in that segment, in my opinion. Rumor is they're gonna bring us an electric Cherokee. I know overseas they've got something like it. I believe they call it the Avenger, and it's electric, like $25,000 range. That would really pump some life into the market for Jeep in that price range. We talk about price a lot. If you look at the 4xe Wrangler, $60,000, $70,000 for a loaded 4xe Wrangler, that's a lot of money for someone that maybe not a Jeep enthusiast. And even if you are a Jeep enthusiast, these Wranglers are becoming unobtainable. And I think we need to kind of get back to our roots a little bit. You know, Jeep just announced that you no longer can even get crank windows or manual door locks, even on a basic Sport. Some of the audience, I think, they want no frills, especially those core Jeep people who buy the Sport and load it how they want to load it and do it up how they want to do it. They're looking for that basic foundation. Having said that, I think no power windows and power locks, it's 2024. It's okay. I think we got to give it up. Rewind to when the YJ came out, and it was like, oh, square headlights, and the first time we got an automatic transmission. The TJ came out, and the dash stack moved from across the side up to more, I'll call it car-like, right? And everyone blew up. Oh, this isn't what we want. JK came out, and it's like, oh gosh, 4 doors. This is the worst thing ever. We don't want 4 doors. The JL came out, and then push button start, and everyone's minds blew up because we had push button start and keyless entry and proximity entry, and it's like no one wants this. And then fast forward to now, it's like, oh, now the Sport doesn't have power windows, guys. If the manufacturer didn't move with the times, we would complain just as much, saying, hey, how come my Jeep is still in the Stone Ages and I'm cranking my windows? I'm the last car on the planet to crank our windows. I think at the end of the day, a lot of us don't like change, and I think a lot of people who don't like change are your core Jeep people. But we gotta look at where we came from and where we're going. Can you imagine if we were still driving around on leaf spring suspensions, and you'd feel a dime in the road and we would hate it. No one would buy these things. Real percentage of people that want this, bare bones basic are probably very small. Now, having said that, it's okay to want a few options and not want the sticker that comes with it. I understand that. But I think we have to understand the companies have to move with change, and they have to progress. Whether we like it or not, if you go back and look at, I have a video here, I'll post a link about Jeep's history. And we talk about how the progression went and where it came from. But again, if we were still driving 94 YJs with roll bars that didn't even cover the whole vehicle, or analog clocks, I don't know, is that the majority of what we want? Jeep, nice job. Let's see what this Wagoneer S looks like. I think we've got some great product coming. I'm excited for 2025. And I'm excited to see some of this new stuff. And whether you want gas, electric, or hybrid, you know, Stellantis offers it all, and we've got some great stuff coming. So let's hear what you guys have to say about Jeep. Are you electric? Are you gas? Are you hybrid? Personally, I never thought in a million years I would even look at an electric vehicle. And I have to say, because of Jeep and my loyalty to Jeep, I bought a 4xe. Absolutely love it. For me, it would be a great bridge to move to full electric if I become ready for it. But the hybrid for me is perfect. We're getting 45 to 50 miles. Use this very loosely, miles per gallon, E, depending how we charge on our 4xe. That same vehicle without the hybrid system, we were seeing 18 miles of the gallon. So again, we love this system. For me, it was a great transition. Maybe it's a great transition to you. And the 4xe platform, and what I like about Jeep is they've made sure it's a Jeep first, and then they add these other platforms to it. So they haven't really, I shouldn't say they haven't really, they haven't lost what the Jeep was built for. That's my opinion. Guys, thanks for watching. Let's hear what you guys have to say about what Jeep's got up their sleeve and what's coming down the pipeline. As always, give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.